good, y'all? I'm back with another video for y'all today, and I kind of want to talk to y'all and tell y'all why y'all need to invest in not only y'allself but also y'all's dreams, aspirations, and side businesses, or quote-unquote side projects outside of y'all 9 to 5. I'm gonna be honest, everything that you want is on the other side of the work that you haven't done, not only on yourself but also the skills and facets that you need to uphold to be able to have the life that you want. And working a 9 to 5, you're not going to be able to get those things. You're only going to be capped out at a certain threshold because it's just the way the system works, right? You're going to have corporate politics. You're going to have people that are in positions that don't even qualify to be there. There are people that think they know everything when they really don't know shit. You have people that are very underutilized and have a lot of potential in them, but when it comes to poor management and poor leadership, they don't have the proper people in place to be able to relinquish the best out of their team and be able to leverage them and put them in positions to win. It's just the reality of it. Now, some companies do offer that, some companies don't. So for you guys that are watching this, it's very imperative for you guys to figure out what you guys want to do. Shit, it's damn near 2026 at this point. And I'm sure a lot of you guys weren't able to accomplish what you guys wanted to do this year. And there might be some of you guys that were able to accomplish the goal that you set out this year. But in 2026, it's time to ramp things up. It's really time to lock in and figure out, because time's only going to go by. That's the one guarantee you have. So it's either you do it now or you look up 5, 10, 20 years later and you're like, damn, I wish I would have did X, Y, and Z. Would you rather say, I tried to do it, I did what I could, it just didn't work out? Or, oh, it's too hard, I'm not even going to try? Because the moment you don't try is the moment you give up not only to your dreams, but also yourself. And you just are okay and satisfied and content with that dead-end job, that slavery job that doesn't really give a shit about you. Now, don't get me wrong, some companies do care about their staff and they really want the best for them and from them, but there's also companies where it is very draining. The people there are draining. The roles and responsibilities are draining. So for you, whatever circumstance you're in or whatever pot you fall into, you need to figure out, what do you want to do? And I say this to say is that I'm always constantly evolving, whether that's improving in certain areas where I know I need improvement, or where that's refining the skills that I already have. Because at the end of the day, no one's coming to save me. Nobody. And especially the things that I want and I know and I expect from myself is a lot to the regular person. And I uphold myself to those standards each and every day. I hold myself accountable each and every day. Sure, there are some times that I don't feel like doing things, but I get up and I tell myself that it's all a part of the journey. It's all a part of the game. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Look how far we've come by just neglecting those certain circumstances of people that said, oh, you don't have to do that, or it's not that important, or this, that, and the third. Imagine if I would have listened to them. I would not be in this position I am in today. So just really figure out and hone in on what you want to do and work on it religiously each and every day. Immerse yourself in that shit each and every day. Take time out of your day to really learn what needs to go on behind the scenes in order for you to put yourself in those rooms. If you need to meet certain people within your industry, go to different networking events. Contact these people via LinkedIn. If they're already at a company and they're high up on the totem pole, reach out to them. You never know what could happen. That could be a position, or that person could put you in position to refer you to somebody that they know within their network. So you really need to try to figure out different ways and different avenues for you to be able to exploit every situation you have to be able to take advantage of it. There were certain circumstances and situations that I was in that I wasn't necessarily qualified for or deserved to be in that room, but my character and how I carried myself allowed me to get myself in those rooms because of the way I carried myself, the way I thought, the way I talked, the way I thought about things, my perspective on things. I may not necessarily have the skills and qualifications to be in that room, but I was able to hold my own in a sense. And at the end of the day, the people that are quote unquote better than you, that you think that are better than you, just know something that you don't. They're human just like you. They bleed like you. They shit like you. They brush their teeth like you. There's nothing about them that's different. The only thing that is different between you and them is that they know something that you don't. That's literally it. They figured out, they cracked the code, and they were able to figure out what they need to do and how to do it and when to do it. Could you call them lucky? They created their own luck, in my genuine belief. No one's just born on this world just lucky, unless you were born into money or you were born into certain circumstances. But at the end of the day, you create your own luck. Now, are there people that are unlucky that have money? Yes, absolutely. But at the same time, a lot of it just comes down to your mindset. Do you believe you're a lucky person or you don't? And people think that great things can't happen to them because of their circumstances and their environment, the people they surround themselves with. Why is a life for you that you desire somebody's already probably living it? So what makes you different from them? Maybe they might have sacrificed some more longer nights. Maybe they sacrificed relationships, or maybe they sacrificed some money they had to invest in themselves, or whatever the case may be. They just weren't scared. They were willing to bet all in on themselves. And you really can't give this shit 50%. It's all or nothing. The moment that you half foot in, half foot out is the moment that you lose, and you'll end up repeating the cycle that you've always been in for however long amount of time that you've already been in it. And obviously there's going to be challenges and tribulations during this journey, but look at it as it's only making me stronger. It's only building my iron. It's only sharpening my iron. It's building my armor so that I can endure more things and I can endure more challenges. I know how to overcome adversity. That's all there is to it. Always be learning. Always be improving yourself. There's always room for improvement. And I think that's where the most fulfillment comes from, is when you're constantly improving yourself and getting better and working on your craft and just working on you. I think that a lot of people kind of plateau at a certain point in their lives and they kind of just coast. They're okay with regular things, but they want X, Y, and Z. Like, the thoughts, habits, and beliefs and actions that you're taking do not reflect the person that has that lifestyle as of today. So you need to figure out, do you want to be the person that lives in regret, or do you want to be the person on the other side of the spectrum, like, damn, I'm glad, I'm proud of myself, I really did that shit, overcame that shit. Like, I really know that and believe that anything is possible when I really put my mind to it. So all this shit really comes down to, I manifested everything in my life to a T. Everything. So I'll say that to say is, like, all the shit that you desire or have a thought out to seek is possible. Don't let nobody talk you out of your dreams, your aspirations, or any insane goals that you have. Like, who cares at the end of the day? It's really just you versus you. Most of the time, the motherfuckers that you talk to and say you want to do X, Y, and Z wish they could even think about doing some shit like that, or even remotely take the action to be able to do that, or let alone just have the belief in the willpower, determination to go figure that shit out. You really gotta put everything on the line, bro. And that's how I carry myself each and every day. I don't give a fuck. I'll put all this shit on the line. I'll put every dollar to my name on the line. I don't give a shit. I'ma always figure this shit out, and I'ma always fucking win. No matter what cards I'm dealt, I'ma always fucking win, no matter what. And if you really walk like that and talk like that and really embody that shit, bro, can't nobody fuck with you. And then, not to mention, when you really walk the walk and talk the talk, people are inferior to that confidence and that, and the way you exude yourself to the public. Like, people hate that shit. People hate that you confident. People hate that you cocky. People hate that you got the things that they don't have. They hate that shit. So they're gonna do anything in their almighty to bring you down and bring you back to where they are in their current moment. Man, fuck that shit. Pop your shit, bro. You deserve it. As long as you know you putting the work in daily, bro, fuck that shit. You know you put the work in, you know you deserve it. Man, pop your shit, bro. Fuck all that other bullshit and all that extra shit that motherfuckers are talking about or doing or saying, bro. Fuck all of that shit. Because at the end of the day, you gotta get the fuck up and motivate yourself. You gotta get the fuck up and do the things that you know you need to do on a daily basis. You gotta get the fuck up and take care of your family. You gotta get the fuck up and make sure everybody around you is straight. You gotta get the fuck up and hold yourself accountable. You gotta get the fuck up and go to the gym and really lift that weight. Like, it's all on you at the end of the day. So the fact that you letting somebody else talk down on you or do X, Y, and Z, like they ain't remotely came close to the work that you put in. And even if they did, they couldn't even live in your shoes for a day. So fuck them, bro. Fuck them. Say it with me. Fuck them. Fuck them. Don't even matter, bro. Fuck them. Because either motherfuckers gonna hate you or love you. At the end of the day, it's always gonna be haters and it's always gonna be people that love you. So let them choose what side they want to be on and keep your eye on the ball and keep your eye on the prize, bro. Just keep moving, bro. You can really do this shit. Now I understand that entrepreneurship is not meant for everybody. It's not meant for everybody. But for those of you that are in the corporate world and want to work yourself up, learn from the people that are higher up than you. And also to learn from other people that are working in different companies. Let's say you're in finance. Go talk to the people at US Bank. Go talk to the people at BMO. Go talk to the people at Northwestern Mutual. Go talk to the people that are at PwC or Deloitte or whatever, Morgan Stanley, whatever the case may be. Learn from those people, bro. Build those relationships. Build some rapport. Don't always be focused on what they do in career-wise. Build some rapport. Ask them about their personal life. People love talking about themselves. I learned that from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. People love talking about themselves. So ask them a bunch of questions. Ask them, do they have any kids? What are their personal hobbies? What do they do in their free time? And kind of really layer each question layer by layer and really get to know that person and then dive into it, because that way you already have a solid foundation. You're not just talking about business where it's just transactional. The moment that y'all end the call, y'all ain't even talking about shit no more. But once you build that rapport, you start to build a friendship. And once you start to build that friendship, you have the longevity in that relationship. So no matter what happens, you can always reach out to that person and ask them for anything. I learned this shit at a very young age. When I was 17, 18, I was like, I know I'm gonna do real estate, but I'm gonna play the fucking people game. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. I met as many people as possible. I made sure I was able to build rapport with them. I asked them about their personal life. And I still can reach out to these people at any given moment. Any given moment. I know they're gonna respond to me because they know I was asking thought-invoking questions. Don't just ask surface level shit like, what's the hardest challenge you had to overcome? Like, really be able to story tell a question. Be like, hey, I know you were on X, Y, and Z project. Tell me a little bit how you guys were able to reach X, Y, Z number threshold to be able to get the project approved or something like that. And they'll really give you a debrief and debunk the situation. And with having those thought-invoking questions, they really have to think and analyze, like, all right, this is literally what happened to a T, moment by moment, step by step. And when you ask these questions, they have to really critically think about it. It's not just a surface level general question where they can answer in 2-3 seconds and this is a 1-2 sentence answer. They really have to think like, I remember I felt like this happened, then my guy, we had to do this, that, and the third, and the deadlines were tight, we had to do this, that, and the third, and woo, 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 woo. So when you ask thought-invoking questions, you're gonna get a thought-invoked answer to the question that you asked, and you'll be able to build a stronger relationship with those people, because people remember the questions that you ask them, whether you know it or not. They know that person that asked that general ass question, and you will be forgotten. If you don't ask thought-invoking questions, you will be forgotten, because you're always getting asked those questions on a normal basis. Oh, what's your favorite part about the job? Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. Half the time, these motherfuckers hate their job. They just there to get the check and do as bare minimum as possible and keep shit moving. That's it. So really do y'all due diligence, do y'all homework on these people, use LinkedIn, use fucking other people that know these people, reach out to them, ask them what their hobbies are, what do they like to do for fun, like really get a sense of who they are as a person and figure out like, how can I really be able to get as much out of this situation as possible, but also down the line, that could be opportunity. Maybe that might bring you on and work underneath them on their team. Like, you never know what can happen. So always be on your P's and Q's, always be open to learning, always be meeting new people within the industry, because you can really make your own way. That's what I did. I didn't necessarily have the curriculum, but I had the people skills. So I was able to literally talk myself into rooms that I might not have necessarily been qualified for, but because I worked on my social skills and I knew how to communicate to people, I was able to get those opportunities regardless if I knew the skills or not. Because the skills can always be taught. You can't teach character, you can't teach communication skills, you can't teach how to communicate to people and how to get things from people in an orderly manner and in a productive way. You have to do a lot of that shit on your own and figure it out. And I read a ton of books: How to Win Friends and Influence People, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Art of Outwitting the Devil. What is another book? 365 Meditations. Like, all these books, I was able to learn a lot from and be able to be like, all right, so when I do meet this next person that I do, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z because I learned it from this book. And as I built that foundation and I refined my skills and really evaluated, all right, what did I do wrong? What do I need to improve upon to be able to make sure that this won't happen again? And just keep improving and improving and improving. And you look up 6 months, a year later, and you look back like, damn, I ain't even know that I was really doing this shit. It's on autopilot now. And a year ago from today, like, I know I'm better than I was like a year ago from today. The reason why is because I continuously did the things I needed to do on a daily basis and continuously improved and really took an audit of what skills I lacked and what I needed to improve upon, because that's just how the game works. If you don't constantly refine yourself, you're gonna get lost. Not necessarily lost, but you're gonna get left behind. And I don't want that for y'all. Y'all always gotta be constantly working on yourselves, bro. Life is literally personal development. Who's really willing to invest in themselves and make themselves better to be able to provide value and build those tangible skills to the marketplace? That's really all this shit comes down to. So you make the decision. Are you gonna be the haves or the have-nots? And that's it for today's video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and follow for more. And I'll see y'all in the next one.